この物語、作中のいかな。だが、この光景を見ているお前は、確かに見た。この、愛に言ってやる。
Hello and welcome back to some more Persona 5 Phantom X Update 4.3. We're looking at the Persona 3 collab. This is part 2 of the Strike the Lightning adventure. So yeah, we're just gonna go right back into it and just continue where we were doing. I really would like for the game to just save the lineup that I like. Boom, that's my lineup. Don't change it now. Whatever. It probably will. Alright, so we're just investigating the Tartarus. Last time we got Rico back after she did kind of betray us for a little bit. And I am still upset at her for friend zoning me in front of her mother. But it's okay. She was dealing with things, okay? She was dealing with stuff. She was, you know, possessed. She had forgotten who we were. You know, we'll give her a little bit of leniency. But, yeah, we're just moving on through. Still using Akihiko here. And, yeah, nothing but good stuff. I am literally just continuing off from the last part, like literally, you know, stop and go. So I really haven't done anything else between the okay, hello. Thank you. Game was not continuing there. That is something I've noticed with a lot of these updates is the loading time of battles. Loading into a battle and loading out of a battle have been really slow. Now, I don't know if that's just on my end or if that is what everybody's dealing with, but it is something I have definitely noticed for a while now. Oh, hey, buddy. I have to fight you. I try to avoid as many fights as I can, but he's glowing blue, which means he has something I want, which means I have to fight him. Nice. Really beat that line up. Interesting. I don't know, using Akihiko in this mode, in adventure mode, his damage feels kind of low for some reason. And I kind of get why, though, because he's such a crit build. Like, maybe they were afraid if they gave him too much damage, it would be imbalance. And he is an AoEer. AoE always has, like, a semi-reduced damage because you're hitting multiple targets. But I don't know. He just feels like he is such low damage. I'm just not a fan of it. I also really do not understand his, I won't say passive, but his unique passive, where he, you know, builds up enough grit and then he can punch the enemy. Okay, okay, thank you. Getting stuck a lot. I understand how it works. I understand what it's supposed to do. I just, again, feel like it doesn't do what... Oh, what the frick? Whatever. But yeah, he feels kind of wimpy. Which is weird to say because he's supposed to be a maniac fighter. Not really a maniac fighter, but he is supposed to be like a brawler type. I bet. I doubt anyone will watch this and then get mad at me about how I'm talking about Akihiko. But if you are a fan of Akihiko and you're getting really upset at me about how I'm talking about him, I'm sorry. I just don't feel that he's as good as I think his character should be. I also think it's kind of interesting to build him as an AoEer. But then again, I'm trying to think about everybody in the Persona 3 cast, and I'm trying to think who in their members would be good as AoEers. I feel like all of them are single targeters, aren't they? Oh my word, walls. I definitely need all those gems, the Kopokoko gems. Because I'm trying to get all the characters I currently have unlocked to 100, their rating to 100, so I can unlock all of their stuff in the Thieves' Den. I was trying to think of words that correlates to what I'm trying to talk about. But yeah, right now I'm trying to get everyone to 100 ratings so I can unlock everything inside the Thieves' Den that correlates to them. And so that costs a lot of those Kobokuku gems. I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah. It's probably dumb, and I shouldn't be wasting such resources. But I honestly, like, does it really matter? Not really. I did play a little bit, if you don't know this about me, don't watch my Tycoon episodes, then you won't know about how much I dislike Tycoon. I'm just so burnt out on it. But anyways, I did play, because the new Tycoon season, I decided I'm going to jump on it earlier than later, because last season I almost didn't complete it. So I decided to jump on this one, and I just don't like Tycoon. I'm so done with Tycoon. I'm just done with it as a mode. It's either super slow and wait time to get into a match is forever. Like, it is it is League of Legends like queue time of slow. 20 minutes, like 10 on the average to 20 minutes just to play a maybe 7-minute game of Tycoon is a little ridiculous. And yeah, like, I think people are proficient enough at Tycoon now to where there is a huge level of it's actually difficult and competitive, that it's not that easy to just go in and grind it out, because you're going to lose pretty often, because there are just so many people that are good at the game now that the likelihood of you just getting easy wins is just not likely. But then you also have the players who probably just do not care, and they're just out there to throw their cards around and just screw the game over for everybody, so strategy just does not matter. But I'm a strong believer that when it comes to card games like that, that every hand is winnable, and technically that is true. Technically, everyone else is could lose internet, and yeah. But the few hands I played, I had a few hands that were like, there's no winning this hand. Like, legitimately, like, there's just nothing I can do. And I'm not like trying to be like, oh, I just gave up and just, you know, lied down and took it. But like, lately I've been just getting those kind of hands where it's just like, the only way I can win this hand is if the opponent literally lets me win it. There's just no other way. And I understand that you're gonna get that a few games. I understand everybody gets that a few games. But when Tycoon first came out, it kind of felt like there was a good level of strategy and thinking going into it, and like you could possibly win, even with the worst hand. Also, another thing to gripe about it. Why is there no special thing for it? It's just like, oh, the beggar gets a wonder card. Bro, that's always been what happens every season. Like, give us something new. Like, give us a new little buff or something. Like, make it to where, I don't know, the Tycoon always has a 3 of spades. Like, just throw something quirky. 7s trade hands. 8 no longer. Nope. I'm not ready. Yeah, having a navigator would definitely make exploring something. Hope we can meet up with her soon. Yeah, but I'm not done exploring. Like, back off. But or make it so like this season 8 don't insta end the current, like 8s don't skip any for this season. Like, I don't know, but give us something quirky other than, oh, the beggar gets a wonder. Awesome. Because you know, if they keep with this kind of pattern, the next season is just, oh, the poor gets a 4 of a kind. Like, they've got to make it a little bit more quirky, a little bit more interesting. Definitely also need to give it a lot more comeback potential. Which I don't like to say, because there's a lot of times where I'm like dominating and then I get completely screwed over. But there just has to be a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Just trying to make my way through this. I'm actually kind of interested. By the way, I will not be showing Akiko's side stories. I'm not going to show Yukari's either. I was debating if I was going to show Yuki's in the very beginning when Yuki came out, and I just don't think it's that relevant to really show that. If you want to see that stuff, just let me know. I'm totally fine with showcasing their side story, but I also right now is a good time to, well, definitely a month ago was a good time. Oh, what the heck? I want to see if there's anything back here. Oh, yeah. But yeah, this is a good time to get into Persona. Okay, what the frick? Yes, of course we're ready. Like, there was no need to prep this. It should have been an instant into battle thing. Anywho. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, side stories. Yeah. So I did not record or showcase their side stories. I did. Funny enough, I did record Yuki's side story, but I just didn't feel like it was just story. It was just a compilation of the story. So I was like, there's no real reason to show this. I know I show the bonds, but that is, in my opinion, a little bit different. Some people probably aren't going to cover, like, bond with everybody, and I do feel like that's a little bit more, there's, what the, it was not tough at all. We're counting on you. Right? No offense, but Wonder is actually probably more important than the rest of you. Yuki is definitely second. Then probably Riko, then Yukari, then Akihiko. But I do think showing the bonding with characters, like, you know, showing the maxed out level 20 bond with somebody is a little bit more relevant than showing the side quest or side stories. Yuki's side story, Akihiko's side story. Even though Akihiko has the interesting side story, a little bit more interesting than Yuki's, just a little bit. Everyone has a better story than Yukari, to be honest. This one may be difficult for me to fully scan the area. That's good to know. That is something. So in Persona 3 you can split up so everyone can cover more ground, which is a great idea if you're trying to level up and grind levels, but it is a little risky. Have we fought death yet in Persona 5 Phantom X? Have we even been able to encounter death? I don't know. I just realized that. I wonder if they'll do like a whole event around death. And I'm gonna be so honest. If they do an event like that, the rewards better be really good. And I know that sounds so weird, like, oh, they need to make sure to give us really good rewards for fighting death. Though death, when you fight him in any of the Persona games, the whole reason is for two reasons. One, to get a lot of XP. Like, once you can beat death pretty consistently, he is how you XP farm. And second is how you get the more powerful gear and weapons in the game. So yes, when and if we fight death as an event, if that's something they plan on doing one day, I don't know, then it better give us a lot of good rewards, because that's the whole point of even fighting death in the first place, is to get really good rewards. But then again, I could be completely forgetting if we can even encounter death already. I don't think we have or could. Like, cause there's really no reason for us to, besides if they were to do an event surrounding it. Why did I swap Yuki on the team? Because I didn't need Tomoe, or whatever her name is, Tomomo. I just don't need her. I don't need the healing, and that's why I replaced her. Why did I replace her with Yuki specifically? He was just right there. Honestly, that was the only reason. He was just right there and available. I really like Persona. It just has a story that really works for me. The genre of the game itself, I really like. I really like JRPGs. I think it's a really good genre. The turn-based fighting is also something I really enjoy. But that's probably because of, you know, growing up on Pokemon. You know, I do blame Pokemon for my... This is not my fault. This is the game that's having an issue. Alright. Sorry about that. Anyways, I really do blame Pokemon for my gotta collect them all mentality when it comes to, especially gacha games. But also my appreciation for turn-based games. I will say, I do struggle playing, well, I haven't played a Pokemon game in a while. I just haven't liked the newer ones that have come out, which is sad. But yeah, I just haven't enjoyed them. But if I were to go back to play like the original Pokemon games, I really don't think I have the patience for it anymore. Yeah, I just think back to like Pokemon Red and Blue, and like it would be like such a struggle to like it was such a struggle to grind back then, and something I always hated Pokemon for was the concept of I could never complete the Pokédex unless A, I had friends, B, I owned a second copy and another system so I could trade to myself, or C, I had to go somewhere for an event to get the legendary or mythical or whatever yada yada Pokemon they did not have in that current game. So I will admit I have some gripes and anger when it comes to Pokemon. It's a great marketing idea, really smart, but you freaking suck. It was funny, you know, when I was younger and really into Pokemon, none of my friends were. I had very sporty friends, so they weren't really into gaming like I was. Well, I wasn't really into gaming yet. My parents were. And then I naturally got into gaming because, you know, my parents liked it. And I was like, oh, that looks like fun. I'll try it too. And then when I was getting into gaming, my friends really weren't. And then when my friends started getting into gaming, we weren't really friends anymore. Because what happens is my interests and their interests diverge, and so I'm spending more time on my interests and they're spending more time on their interests. By the time our interests is realigned, I was already moving on to a whole nother thing. I didn't have, you know, the time capacity for them anymore. It sucks, it's sad, but that's just how life is. Nowadays, you know, now you have multiplayers and cross-platforming and all that stuff. And if only it all had come out sooner, maybe I would have kept my friends. I'm not missing out. I'm not missing out on much. Friends just get you down, man. They just get you down. They just drag you down. This should just be an intro into the fight. I'm already prepped. When I came into this level, I had already picked my team. I shouldn't have to reconfirm. Sorry, that kind of stuff is just a little annoying. Like, don't be so tedious. You already had me pick a team. You already had me, you know, be organized and ready for this fight. There was no reason to then reconfirm it. The music is really good. Nice. I didn't check if he's insta-killable. Well, we lucked out on that one now, didn't we, folks? Ah, why am I turned around? That boss fight was so intense, it flipped me around. I better have got all my rewards. I didn't really think that through by opening up the second chest before I claimed the first chest. That better gave me all my rewards. I would be super annoyed if I didn't. I need 1 minute. I gotta go check out my dogs. Be right back. Alright, let's continue forward. Yeah. Anyone else have dogs? I have 3 dogs. And, you know, they just need some attention every now and then. Be it, you know, go for a walk, food, something to drink. But yeah, I like dogs. My dogs are a little rowdy, but hey, what dogs aren't? That's why I'm so looking forward to what's his name? I want to say the dog's name in Persona is Kotomaru or Kototoromaru or something like that. I'm pretty sure it starts with a K. I'm just so bad with names. Yeah, at a point it's a little funny if you really think about it. Dang. Like, see, I understand that we're getting a base model of whatever his name is. My brain literally forgot what his name is. Akihiko. There we go. Like, I understand like the base version of him, but like his damage is actually just a little too shallow for me. I mean, but I am comparing it to Yuki here, and Yuki base model is still even really strong. I love how the gun that Yuki and them use, it still looks like a gun. Don't get me wrong, but it does look more like a medical gun. Like, it looks more like a, oh my word, it's stuck myself. A surgical gun. I don't know if anyone's ever seen one of those before, but like a syringe gun. I'm not super big on gun models. Like, I don't remember names, but there is a actual gun that it resembles. I just can't remember the name of it. But there's a part of me that it's a somewhat smart route for them to go more surgical. The surgical route on it, like to make it look more like a surgical weapon, because way back when Persona 3 Portable came out and I finally got my hands on it, I mean, Of course, my parents were like a little concerned because you had these high school kids who essentially would pose in a certain way that would concern your parent, you know, with their guns, with the characters with their guns, you know? So I can understand if they had to, you know, make some changes. I'm glad they didn't, because it does defeat the purpose of what, you know, is trying to be achieved in story-wise. Like, you know, in Persona 5, the one probably people are more familiar with, you know, it's instead of using a gun to unlock their psyche, they use masks, which they have to like forcefully rip off their face. A little gruesome, but you know, you get the point, is that you have to have a tremendous psyche shock so that you can unlock this true power from within yourself. Don't do it in real life. It's not gonna work. Okay? If this is a video game, it is fictional. It is not true. I'm actually kind of glad that, you know, technically, you know, I'm glad that Persona 5 is not a real thing, because it'd be kind of weird, a bunch of high schoolers going around, you know, selecting whose hearts get changed and who's not. I mean, if you know the story, I mean, yeah, they're just trying to focus truly evil people. But then, how long until we turn into Light Agami, whatever his name is, from Death Note? You know, you start off with good intentions, but one day you're gonna become the villain. I haven't not seen or read Death Note in many years. This can only lead to one of the other many locations from the Persona 3 world. I don't know why we even question this. We have to go through the door regardless of what happens here. Thank you for telling us what we already know. Yeah, I mean, at this point we could just use our brains and we see the pattern. Well, this is actually quite useful if she can scan the next floor. Okay, never mind. She's not useful. What's strange about it? I don't want to assume it. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if these doors started having more connection to Akihiko. Aw, we didn't get to hold hands. Oh, I'm so sorry, Yuki. I had no idea. Here, you could hold my hand. Oh my word, must be tough in an emergency. Yeah. Imagine you have to always link your hands together every time you go through the door. And Yuki's point is so true. If we combine both of our members, like, my word. My word, it would be a really long chain going through these doors. He is 100% right. Actually, I think, go to Purgatory Weapon. But yeah. Oh, if anyone understands how the weapon for Wonder, I think it's called the Plasma Blade or Photon Plasma Blade, I don't know. I use that whenever I'm using, like, where I want the twins to be the main damagers. Because the way it reads is that it's good for Almighty attack users, but I could be wrong. So this monorail is very important, which makes sense with the newest boss that we're fighting, because this is technically the first boss, technically, that you fight in Persona 3. Yeah. We gotta be careful. They know how the train fight goes. Monorail fight goes. Okay, so we gotta move to the monorail. Do I get to walk there? Do I get to take in the monorail sites, or? Oh. Okay. I was gonna say, like, oh, did they not know, like, do they not remember? But, no, Yukari cleared that up for us. That they do have knowledge of. Oh my word. Oh my word. Can you move the camera? Thanks. I don't have control of the camera. And I keep bumping into the middle little rocks there. Center blocks. That is so cool. Like, that is that's so cool. The moon, the tower in the background. I'm pretty sure that's the Tartarus back there. Wow, that train does look huge. Hmm. And then this would make a lot of sense about why Riko was the way she is, because that is what this boss does to people. It has a little bit of a mind control thing going on. Not a huge mind control thing, but a small one. A lot of the enemies in Persona 3 really played on the innermost thoughts and desires of the characters. Let's just go up to the front car for now, yeah. So we're literally going to play this monorail fight the same way you would in Persona 3. I love it. Yeah. And that's another thing in the newer Persona games, your navigator kind of does move with the team, whereas Persona 3, they situate the navigator outside the area. Nice. Okay, let's go. I hate how you keep making me pick a team. Well, I don't, but I do. Like, you can just reconfirm with me, like, hey, do you want to use this exact team you just used? You don't need me to keep, you know. I would love to ride a train like this, even though it's really spooky and everything, and could be highly dangerous. Like, my word. It's like riding one of those murder mystery trains, you know? I've never been on one, but I hear they're kind of fun. Well, we're locked in. Yep, this is exactly what happened last time, guys. And let's just hope we don't have a certain somebody that's gonna run off by themselves. Yeah. Oh, look, it's the coffin. Yeah. It's a passenger. Yeah. Yeah, people without personas are in here. They did. Do you remember anything? Yeah. Oh, okay, so same dialogue. Are they conscious? No. Okay. It's the exact same dialogue. I like this though. I'm like really curious. My guildies, you know, really like my guild because they don't talk very much, but it would be nice if people like, because I'm very curious like how people really think about this update. Like, is it annoying? Is it super just tedious? For me, I think it's fantastic. They really good job. I mean, compared to other games that do events and all that, I think this event in itself is just like really fantastic. I feel like they actually put a lot of thought into this. And I understand that other server, the main server got all of this way before we did here on global. So it's not like, you know, it's not like it came out of nowhere. It's not like they didn't have prep time, and they've kind of already tested it. But still, I want to give props to where props are due. You know, you really have to compliment people when they're doing a good job, and I really think the developers of Persona are doing a really fantastic job. I do think there are some minor issues. Well, I think there are a lot of issues, but I can forgive them a little bit easier because game companies are going to make errors and mistakes and create janky games every now and then. But as long as they, you know, still give you really good content at some point, and I feel like they're doing a good job. Like, sometimes we run into a lot of bugs, and then sometimes it does feel like it's a little money grubbing. But I still think they're doing a fantastic job, because then they come out with stuff like this, where it kind of like is, okay, this hits really well. I think they're doing a fantastic job right now. Let's not give them like too much love. Let's wait, because they could screw up still. But right now they're doing pretty good. Yeah, Akihiko's not growing on me. I'm not feeling it with him. I'm not gonna pull for him. Now the question is, will I do Yukari instead? Nah, I don't know about that. I'll just wait. It's not like I have to pull Yukari or Akihiko right now. Oh, hey, buddy. We're taking that's another thing I have a problem with Akihiko is he feels so squishy. Like, bro feels like he's taking some massive damage. You know? I had the same problem in Guild Fight. Now, to be honest, I do feel like they're making the bosses hit a little bit harder in SOS and in Guild Fight. So there could be that, but even in like this here, he's taking. Now he did get hit a few times, yes. Okay, let's not bully him too much. But it's just a common. It's just something I'm seeing. Like, okay, thank you. It's just something I'm seeing. Is that dang, his HP is or defense is just really low. Nice. Wow. You didn't finish him off? Wow. Holy. Terukaja. Doesn't really matter. I could just basic attack too. Really banking on the last fight to just be a single enemy. Because my health is pretty low. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Yeah. There's, I mean, we see it too in Persona 5. The more palaces we take care of, the more the world seems to balance out a little bit more. Oh no, the monorail's moving. We're dead. We're gonna die. Well, what happens if it's moving? The monorail ahead of us will be stopped due to the dark hour. Nobody will be able to get it moving, which means that this train will crash into it. Of course. Well, guys, I think we need to get moving then. Let's defeat. We've got to stop this train. Oh. Well, the time crunch just doesn't feel as scary now. Oh man, I never got to use any of my ults because yeah. Anyways, I don't feel as rushed now. Oh, hey buddy. Man, who fits the full lion on the car? By the way, in case you don't know about this lion, the lion is not the actual enemy here. It's the ball and chain. So the lion is just a it's a parasitic relationship. This ball and chain is just using the lion, which is fascinating. Dang. That did nothing. Ow. Ow. If this was a... These stories in the adventure are really to like, oh, you get to experience Akihiko, you get to figure out if you want to pull him or not, and I'm gonna be dead honest, this makes me really not want to pull him. He just feels so mediocre. His damage is low. Yes, he does crits a lot, great. But his HP is bad, his defense is bad. All he has for him is crits, which is just weird. And even then, it's not like his damage is even that good with crits. Even his special ability where he punches the enemy, I mean, it's a knockdown effect. I guess that's a situational usefulness. But overall, it just doesn't feel like it's that. Like, he just feels so mediocre. I'm sure there'll be somebody who one day will watch this video and just find me so mean for talking bad about Akihiko this way. I want him to be good. Like, honestly, I'm a big fan. I don't know why he sucks though. Aw, I'm sorry. I feel so bad. I feel so bad for the lion. I'm sorry, lion. You didn't choose it. I had no choice. If I could have pacified you, I would. Nice. Wow. Okay, the twins kind of failed me there. It's okay. Yuki will finish up. I wish Yuki was like doing this kind of damage in Persona 3 Portable. I don't. No, it's possible to do 999. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I was using up my stuff, but like, my word. Sorry about that. Oh, dang. We have plenty of time. As far as I know, there was no timer clicking down. Dang. It's huge! Uh-huh, it's very creepy. Yeah, it's a different color. I think the original is just straight up black and white. This one is like red and something. Nice. Yeah, it's red and white now. Of course, I'll give you analyzation. Okay, we'll do as much damage as we can. Now, I don't know if she'll work. Ooh, we do have the timer going. 30 minutes. So when I fought her in Tartarus, she actually went down pretty easily. Oh, she is not gonna go down easily now. But then again, I probably had a lot of buffs going on in Tartarus. But she's a little complicated, to say the least. She summons a lot of minions. You actually want AoE against her, not specifically single targeting. Which is interesting because when you fight her in the main series, yeah, she summons minions, but she herself is a powerhouse. Nice. We'll just push for the second phase. Nah. Oh, what? Whatevs. Yep, here's some minions she's gonna summon. And look how much time is being spent. Ooh. She did not like us. She accelerated that time like crazy. Nice. Well, this is pointless, really. But if I don't use it, I won't get to use it. We're actually gonna do this because, yeah. Attack the somewhat healthier ones. Ooh, dang, that did it. We'll escape in 5 turns. You guys are not going to escape. I'm going to tell you that right now. You're going to escape to the afterlife, that's for sure. Dang, Yuki. And then, yeah, now this is her final phase. We gained some time, but you gained the time that she just would have wasted anyway. That's a really smart idea. Wait. Let's just see some real quick. Okay, yeah. So, if the recollection fight goes the same way, Alice is gonna be our hero, isn't she? No, I want this one, don't I? Yeah. Nice. Alright. Punch her! Nice. Yeah, that's what she gets. Nice. Man, if that was Yuki would have beat her in one hit, bro. I'm just saying. Got a lot of time back from fighting those guys. Still want a good single targeter, apparently. This is not how the fight in Tartarus really went. Once you defeated the minions, it was over. Nice. Super nice fight. I like it. Really cool. Is this how the fight is in Reload? What the frick? Nice. Yeah, you guys. Yeah. Oh, twin attack. Yeah. Nice. Oh. She just wanted to drive her train. It was like her dream to drive a train. We robbed that from her. I'm not picking anything up. It's good work. Now we just gotta... Oh no, we're leaving! We, stop the monorail first. Yuki's done this before. Yuki knows. Yuki, you should know. You've done this before. We got it to stop. Yeah, he's been through this twice. I just guessed too. We're the protagonists. We have plot armor. My word. Imagine a team with all 4 protagonists. The plot armor is thick. Yeah, we got some of our power back. I don't think we're at 100%. This is like 50% of our main power so far. Okay. Oh yeah, they've got a lot more like that one. We fought one like that every month for a year. Uh-huh. So we have to defeat... Yeah, okay, I see. Okay, the plot thickens. So for us to regain our power, we have to continue going through these doors and defeating all the large shadows to gain our powers back. I see, I see. That wasn't the original plan at all. Yeah, I mean, we found you guys along the way, so I'm sure we'll find the other ones. Yeah. Nice. Alright. I think this is the last one for the adventure. Fresh air. Is there even fresh air during the dark hour? Oh my word. Seems too convenient. Yeah, this... I swear the Tartarus is like the Omnitrix. It always is a random where we're going, but it's always where we want to go. Oh my goodness, he's right! He's not just muscle, he's also brains. Yeah, my word. Nine more shadows. Bro. Sounds like we have a goal then. Let's go! 9 more fights and our friends to find. Let's do this! We have the power of friendship and anime. Let's do it. And protagonists. We have 2 of them. Okay. Four. Oh, that's the 4 you're talking about. Oh, I thought you were talking about those 4. That's like, who knows? Who knows who I'm talking about? Don't worry. If you know, you know. Anyways, fantastic. We got through all that, and so that's the adventure. We'll strike the lightning over. I just want to know what everyone's thoughts of Akihiko is. I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't think he's that good. I actually just think he's pretty mediocre. But in the next episode, we will be doing the Under Moonlight Recollections. Alright, anyways, I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Be safe out there.